Don't do it. Don't settle for a tough crowd. When you're starting something new, what type of results are you expecting? Many people expect to get the most support from the jump, but it don't always happen like that. Maybe 1 in a million. But let's say you decide to start that small business, that YouTube channel, that music career, or something else you plan on sticking to. This is what you decide to put most of your time into because it really defines you. But something's not adding up. You're not getting those sales. You're not seeing those numbers you want to see. You're not getting enough looks towards what you got going on. People isn't really messing with that business you started, that YouTube channel, or the album you just dropped, or whatever it is. And you're like, where's the rest of my supporters? You're probably beginning to second guess yourself. Should you keep going? Or should you just stop? Don't do it. Don't settle for a tough crowd. Don't even let it cross your mind to stop what you're doing. Don't stop working towards those goals you made for yourself when everything was just a thought in the sketchbook. If you settle, you'll never know the outcome you could have had. Keep working, man. Keep working. And focus on why you started doing what you're doing in the first place. If the number of supporters or clients or views or anything in that nature was in your plans from the beginning, then you need to go back to the sketchbook and try again. Why focus on that right now? That's you looking for validation. Remember, you're doing this for you and not for others. And everyone is always going to have their opinion, whether it's good or bad. But when you're passionate about something, that shouldn't be on your mind too heavy. You shouldn't worry about your sales, your views, your numbers right away, because you're just doing something you want to do. And the other stuff is just a plus at that point. Don't get discouraged in the beginning because you're not seeing what you want to see just yet. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, focus on what you do. How many sales you made this month? 1? 100? In between? That's more than 0. How many people came out to your show? 10 or 20? Sounds like a number greater than 0 if you ask me. How many clients you had this month? You mowed 3 to 4 yards? Definitely more than 0. What about that album you just dropped? How many downloads you done got? Oh, okay. Sounds like a number greater than nothing. Everything I said is more than nothing. So why focus on the support you don't have? Instead, realize the support you do. And before anybody say they don't have any support, you have yourself. You are your biggest supporter. Remember that. And your support should always push you to go harder than anybody else. Another thing, a tough crowd is still a crowd. But as you keep working, eventually you go past that tough crowd. And at that point, they're just the ones in the back. You just focus on the support right in front of you. I had one of my teachers back from high school give me some advice on my YouTube channel and this journey in general. And she gave me an analogy that referred back to this topic. And I like analogies, so I thought I'd share this one with y'all. And she probably watched this video, so shout out to Miss Coons, one of the best teachers out there. But the analogy goes, she has a son, and she'll pour him a snack like some chips. And while he's eating, he might drop some chips. And instead of realizing the bag of chips that's still good right in front of him, he'll go reach for the ones that he dropped. But once she points out the rest of what's in front of him, then he's unbothered by what's on the ground. And in reference back to me and to anyone trying to build on something, we tend to try to pick up what we lost or what we don't have. We be more focused on that group of people over there not supporting you when you should be focused on the group of people in front of you that is supporting you. Once you do that, then you become unbothered by the so-called tough crowd to the point where the crowd ain't so tough, so ain't no need in settling for one. Thank you for tuning in. Go ahead, like, comment, and if this is your first time, subscribe. If you agree with anything I said in this video, make sure you share.